earlier this morning, we have just raised the flag with the Confederation anthem, which, as you know, is yet another important step that we are taking in our union, which is not without difficulty, because unity is hard, especially in Africa. It is difficult to unite, but it is the solution. We must unite little by little. The AES is making steady progress, despite all the difficulties, all the challenges ahead of us. If I were naive, I would ask myself, but why don't the imperialists want this union? But I'm not naive, I know why. And that's the same question that those who still tend to sleep should be asking themselves. Why don't they want us to unite? Why does the Confederation scare or bother some people? Because we are approached every day by those imperialists trying to get one of the three to betray the others. We have been facing this for a very long time. Every time is these kinds of schemes that are meant to get you to leave the Confederation. This should make us think. And when you look at our relationships, there is actually no friendship. In this world, there are only interests. People only come to us for their own interests. We need to be fully aware of that. They will fight us. They will keep fighting us, but we will come out victorious and strong. These situations we are experiencing, we must not take them and feel sorry for ourselves. On the contrary, they should make us stronger. We must come out of this war very strong. Understand why we have been so heavily attacked, toughen ourselves, and make sure that in the centuries to come, we never experience this kind of situation again. That is what we need to keep in mind. So, I invite everyone to redouble their efforts, because Burkinabés are known as very courageous, hardworking, and resilient people. And these values, we must work to improve them. Wherever you go in Africa or even in the world, you will find Burkinabés. And it is these values that define and identify Burkinabés. So we must do everything possible to be men of integrity, as the name of our country suggests, to be courageous, resilient, selfless people, and to redouble our efforts in everything we do for the well-being of Burkinabés, but also for the well-being of our confederation. That is very important. And once we have reached a certain level, you will understand even better why we were being fought against. Because our country is rich in its human value, rich in its moral values, but above all, rich in its underground resources. And it is these riches that are coveted, but these riches must benefit the Burkinabés. Nothing has really started yet in terms of exploiting natural resources, and therefore, in terms of redistribution to the popular masses. We can change the face of our country. We can move out of this situation of underdevelopment and very quickly become an emerging nation. All it takes is work. Everyone needs to get involved. Just as the fighters are sacrificing themselves on the front lines, we must also be able to make sacrifices within the administration. We need to make sure that we work beyond what we are used to push our abilities further. Because, as I said, we need to move very quickly. And it is by moving quickly that we can catch off guard those who are trying to divide us, those who are trying to keep us in a state of poverty. The Burkinabé is not poor. I am telling you, I am repeating it to you, we are very rich. And that is our main problem. It is because of this wealth that they do not want us to first realize that we are rich and to be able to exploit our resources. And beyond the Burkinabé, the entire Sahel is rich, immensely rich. And I know that all of you know this. The Sahel will not remain poor. We will continue on our path, continue building the AES to be strong, resilient, to make the AES a space of complete security, to be able to properly exploit our resources so that they can benefit our popular masses. With that, I invite you to pass this message on to all your loved ones. We must make sacrifices here in the rear, in the office, in order to support those who are on the front lines. So I wish you a very good week, a very good month of June, and a great end to the first semester. And so, see you soon to face the second semester with more energy, more selflessness, more courage. Homeland or death, we shall overcome.